continue here?
Carousel will continue as Coach Paul Spear from Framingham is going to join us. I thought he might have his Hingham jersey on, but he doesn't, so I thought he might be rooting for the Harbormen here. But
this is great PR here.
This is great PR for the Flyers and Framingham. And Paul, you wear so many hats, not just in the high school level, but the USA hockey level and things like that. And you know, we just had Coach Flaherty on, the consensus #1, so no shock there. But
John and I used to coach freshman team. He was the freshman coach at BC High, and I was the freshman coach at Catholic Memorial. So we know each other quite well for quite some time.
Excellent, excellent. That's great background. Certainly a lot of our viewers got to see some of the Framingham games that we did this year, but maybe not that familiar with your team as you head into postseason here in the Division I South bracket. So why don't you talk a little bit about your team and then what you foresee with the bracket, with or without Hingham for that matter?
Well, I think first of all, we were up here. I was up here for the most part this morning, hoping that we would be playing Monday. I thought we put ourselves in pretty good position. We probably needed to win a couple more games, maybe down the stretch or somewhere in the season. I think we're awfully close.
Absolutely.
A stride here, a puck bounce there, and I think things turn out a little differently for us. But you know, that being said, the Division I South tournament is going to be a real grind. I'm looking at the possibilities for us. I've already been working out the different scenarios, and it looks like if Hingham were to go into the 1A tournament and stay, that it looks like we'd play a league rival in Weymouth. And then if Hingham comes back, it looks like we would play Archbishop Williams. So I mean, there's another outstanding team. So more fodder there for power seeding this tournament. But you know, we were just talking to Chairman Shine, and evidently the survey we sent out to all the schools came back favorably for that. But you know, we're not scared of any team in the South. I think we have a great team, and we're not going to back down or be afraid of anybody. I think that we can play stride for stride with any team. We're capable of scoring goals. We're capable of keeping the score low. So however the game plays out, you know, we've been in shootouts this year, and we've had to come back, and then we've had a pretty good season. I think when you lose 3 games out of 22, that's a pretty good year.
With the schedule you play.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we don't back away from anybody. 2 of the teams that we lost to are top 6 in the 1A tournament. So, you know, I'm looking forward to the South. We're looking forward to our bus driving all the way to the Garden at the end, and you know, that's the goal.
You know, last year, as a North guy, looking at the South last year, I said out of the 15 teams, 8 or 9 were legit. You know, you wouldn't be surprised if one of those 8 or 9 got to the Garden. And this year, I think it's even more competitive.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Marshfield, Zavarian, Archbishop Williams, Braintree, Weymouth just played two games against, I don't know where Arlington ended up in a playing game, but they had 2 one-goal games against Arlington in the last week, and they were 4th place in the Bay State Conference, which earlier I was trying to make the point that I think our league is a lot better than people give it credit for. But
nobody even mentions Natick. They can play.
Yeah, I mean, Natick's had an outstanding season.
Franklin's in there.
Yeah, I mean, this South tournament is loaded with good teams. Yeah, I mean, Walpole, and you look at our league in particular. I mean, I think we have. If there's, you know, if you were to rank goaltenders, I think we have the best goaltending out of any league in the state, Catholic Conference, anybody, because you play Walpole, you're not going to run the score up on them. There's no way, because their goaltender's too good. You play Natick, you could take 35 shots and be lucky to score twice. So, I mean, you know, the goaltending in our league, I think we've got a potential to have a couple of D1 goaltenders out of our league at some point. So, you know, the teams that are in there are top notch. So this is going to be a war, and thankfully I think we're ready for it.
Yeah. No, you guys play a tough schedule, and you know, we got a couple of tournaments this year with the MHL Cup, the first time coming out for that.
Yeah, that was a good time. I think that's. I'm hoping we'll do it again next year.
I hope so. We're ready.
You know, we out in Framingham, we drink a lot of Nantucket Nectars, and we go to Sullivan Tire. So we'd love to have the you know, MyHockeyLive Cup come back again. A nice overtime game with Marshfield, and then them beating CM in the finals certainly made for a nice 2-day tournament. And you know, Loring's a nice facility, so we'll be looking forward to that coming back. And
the Cahoon,
Yeah, we were there, and we played Burlington, up and down game. Had a couple opportunities to tie it at 2-1, and I think that might have just changed things a little bit. But they're a good team. They wear you down. Their defensemen are outstanding, and they got a Division I defenseman in number 2, Bullis. Yeah, I mean, there's Division I teams watching this kid play.
Right.
And they're not there because they want to watch high school hockey. They're there because he's there, and so there's no shame in losing to that team. They're a hell of a club.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. So,
well, we'll see how the schedule maker fits after Hingham Monday, and
yeah, I'm sure we'll see you
forward.
Monday night.
Yeah, and I want to echo the comments that John made. You guys are doing a great job. This is great for high school hockey, and keep up the good work.
We appreciate it.
See you down the road,
that.
boys.
Absolutely.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
All right, guys.
You got it, Paul. Thanks.
Coach Paul Spear from the Framingham Flyers, who will move into the D1 South tournament coming up, and that'll get underway towards the end of the week, we believe. After the play-in results, they'll reset the seedings in the D1 North and D1 South, and make the matchups and the pairings and the locations after that.
Yeah, the brackets will be set officially after Monday night's games, after the Hingham game. But interesting, didn't go back to look at my ledger, and I did, obviously Framingham did from the coaches committee, and we weren't inside the entire selection. I'm sure their team was brought up when they were trying to select the top 10 teams there. But yeah, so maybe a little disappointment from Framingham's vantage point, from the season that they put forth and the schedule that they played. But at the same time, I think back, and I was listening to Coach Beard, I'm thinking back of Coach Messina last year and thinking, you know what? You got a good opportunity here in D1. I mean, it's going to be, like you said, it's a lot of horses in the field, but Framingham has the talent, has the backstop, as he spoke about, has the seasoning from a tough schedule to make it to the Garden. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be a surprise. You could put 8 teams from the South and 8 from the North in a hat and pick them out, and you may get those winners because there's no dominant team left in either 1 or 2. There's 7 or 8 that on any given day can beat any of the others in the D1 North and D1 South, the way it's going to play out, we believe. Yeah, it's going to be again, just a huge opportunity Monday night, so you can catch it all. Again, go to MyHockeyLive, click the watch button, and it'll bring you over to our NFHS TV page, where the games will be live streamed throughout the entire tournament up there. So we will be there Monday night for the 2 games. And we want to remind everybody, we're not here for a 3-hour infomercial. We want to give you the best heads-up info we have, and it is going to cost money to watch these games starting Monday, but there is a package deal where you sign up today or tomorrow or Monday. You're going to get every game that's carried, all the Super 8 semis, quarters and semis and finals, and every game on Super Sunday, March 20th, all 6 tournament championship games, the 2 girls games and the 4 boys games from the Garden, and all of that you can get for 1 monthly cost. So that's the way to do it. Don't wait 2 weeks and start getting charged more per game. Right. Buy now. Right, and you can access that even through the MIA.net site. We'll get you to the NFHS TV site. Our link should be live, hopefully by as early as tomorrow, to get you to the NFHS TV site. But we're, obviously got to schedule our games. So again, anyone that wants their game live streamed, any division, boys, girls, just again email us at info@myhockeylive.com, and our crew will put that together and try to make it happy. And we're looking to have our next guest join us. It may be Jim Clark. I saw him by the door, but Richard Pearson also slated to join us. Sectional Director Barry Haley. I'll step out for Sectional a minute, Director Tim Alberts from the girls D2, which Paul started covering some of that, and certainly those brackets are pretty much set. So MIA.net is probably going to be the best place to get brackets this afternoon, as our crew is out here, and the rest of the team will be back entering the schedules. But Tewksbury Methuen from the girls Division II, Pembroke the 2 seed, Wellesley the 3 seed. We spoke about Wellesley. Wellesley obviously losing to Falmouth in an overtime game last year, 3-2, a thriller up at the Garden last year. And we're going to have Barry Haley join us now.